Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm gonna show you guys my Ivara build. Ivara has been one of the most useful warframes in Warframe, mostly because of her amazing set of skills and also the ability to walk through lasers with her augment. Now in this video, I'm gonna cover her abilities, the build, and also some other things about this warframe. There won't be any demonstration because there isn't anything much to show you guys, and also the build I'm going to show later is not a damage build. If you want to skip to the build, then here is a time code. Alright, let's get started. First of all, how do we obtain Ivara? Simple, just play spy missions. You will get Ivara parts according to the mission level. From level 1 to 15, you will get Ivara systems. From level 16 to 25, you will get Ivara chassis. And anything above level 26, you will get neuroptics or the blueprint. And the best place to farm for the chassis should be Pavlov in Lua, because it has a higher drop chance compared to normal medium tier missions. And one good tip is be sure to stockpile your nitrogen extract because you need 9 to craft Ivara. Alright, so let's go through her abilities. You may not know it, but Ivara actually has 6 types of arrows. There are 4 types that you can use in missions and another 2 more which you can use in PvP. I'm not going to cover those, but we're going to take a look at the 4 main arrows, which is the cloak, dash fire, noise, and sleep arrow. Cloak arrow basically makes a bubble that can make you invisible. Dash fire arrow basically creates zip lines on wherever it has landed. Noise arrow is basically a noise arrow. It creates noise, self-explanatory. Sleep arrow, yes, self-explanatory. It makes enemies go to sleep. One good combination is noise arrow and sleep arrow. When enemies are unalerted, you can do some crowd control using the noise arrow. Basically, you shoot it to one random spot, and when all the enemies gather there, you can use your sleep arrow and all of them will just go to sleep, and you can just freely kill them however you want. Stealth kill, blasting them up, whatever. Navigator, her second skill, basically takes controls of your projectiles that you shoot from your weapons. You toggle to, and then the next shot that you make will be controlled using Navigator. You can control the speed of the projectile, and also it will buff the damage of that shot. So one good combination is Navigator with Zenithstar. It basically makes a flying UFO with crazy amounts of damage with a good build. And at the same time, it looks kinda hilarious. It looks really weird at the same time because it's just a disc flying around dealing crazy ass amounts of damage and also crowd control at the same time. Of course, you can also use weapons with high punch through like bows or glaive. So these kind of weapons will work really well for Navigator. Her third ability, which is Prowl, basically turns her invisible and also being able to steal loot from enemies. When you are in Prowl mode, then if you go up to an enemy, it will show up this line towards the enemy. This means Ivara is trying to steal something from the enemy, and when it successfully steals something, it could be life support capsules, energy, health, could be mods, and some other things as well. This skill is useful when you want to maintain your prowl as long as possible in a survival mission. And do keep note that you can only pickpocket one enemy at a time, and once the enemy has been pickpocketed or the loot has been stolen, you cannot steal more loot from the same enemy again, which means one enemy, one steal, that's it. This skill will go really well with Arcane Energize because I realized that if you're in Prowl and you keep stealing loot, you will always drop energy orbs, which is great. It's not frequent, but it's just it kinda happens a lot for me. And the most important that you should keep note is that when you sprint or sliding or blood jumping, it will break the invisibility. Basically, you gotta play slow when you're in Prowl mode. Alright, the last skill is Artemis Bow. It's an exalted weapon, so it will show up as a separate weapon in your arsenal. And so this weapon has some crazy multi-shot. On max rank, it can shoot 7 arrows, and when you put multi-shot mods, it basically makes it much more crazy. When you put Thunderbolt on Artemis bow, it just makes it crazy and killing yourself is made much more easier. Thumbs up for that. Now we've covered the skills, let's go to the build. Now this build is supposed to be an all-in-one build, hence the loadout name CC/Spy. And that means you can use this build for crowd control and also spy missions. You see this augment mod down here, Infiltrate? Basically this mod allows you to walk past lasers without triggering the alarms. Now this is a very useful augment when it comes to spy missions, especially for corporate spy vaults. Basically you can just walk through everything and not get detected and finish the spy vault like very fast. Here's a clip of me doing so. You see that? That is really fast, and it's much more faster compared to just waiting and avoiding the lasers every time you want to cross it, or to hack the lasers whenever you want to get past it, or just, well, to avoid being alerted, of course. Now there is one mod that you can replace here, which is Thief's Wit. The mod that you can replace this with is Cunning Drift. The thing is, if you want to replace that mod into something else, then you may need to invest another FORMA into this build. And you can also replace the Aura mod to Energy Siphon or Corrosive Projection, up to you. But I think Sprint Boost should be a good idea because it kinda improves your sprint speed and also your general move speed while you're in prowl mode. Other than that, there shouldn't be anything else to change because I think the build is just fine as is. And yeah, for the arcane choices, I'd go with Arcane Energize and Arcane Trickery. You can also go with other arcanes like Arcane Rage or something else. To be honest, I find Arcane Trickery more useful in this situation. When you're playing as Ivara and especially in a long survival mission, you're probably going to bring a weapon that has covert lethality in it. Because Ivara also works very well when you have a dagger with that said mod. To give you more context about what I'm talking about, in a long survival mission, once it gets past 60 minutes or 120 minutes, which is basically 2 hours, there will be damage problems, especially for weapons that can only scale its damage up to a certain point. For example, sniper rifles or blood rush builds, mainly because not everyone can maintain a high combo for 2 hours straight. For people who can maintain 20,000, 30,000 combo, that is just freaking insane. But for the majority, I don't think there will be many people would be willing to spam E for 2 hours and to also keep watch of their combo, making sure to not fall or to decay for 2 hours. Unless you have Naramon, then that should be fine because the combo decays slowly when you have Naramon's power spike. So it acts like a pseudo body count. So even if you just bring a weapon without any damage mods or at least viral damage or some elemental damage with covert lethality, it's enough to go to really high level missions and as well to go through really long survival missions, just like what I have said before. And if you want to know my dagger build, then this is the dagger build. It's very simple, no potato, it's just this mod and a few other stuffs inside it. Alright, we have come to an end in this video. Thank you everyone for watching this video and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like, write a nice comment and please consider subscribing. If you guys want to support me, then be sure to check out my Ko-fi page, links are in the description below. And yeah, that's it for now. Once again, thank you for watching this video and I'll see you guys in another video. Goodbye.